Okay, hold on. Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined by two members of the supergroup Wilson Phillips, Carnie and Wendy Wilson.
Hi.
Hello, welcome. The lambs are in the house.
Thank you.
How are you? I mean, has it set in? You came in second. You made it all the way through this competition.
Incredible. I couldn't sleep this morning. I was up. I got like 5 hours of sleep. I was so like energized and wired.
Yeah, the adrenaline is pretty intense right now. But yeah, we're jazzed. We're so happy to have made it that far.
It was unbelievable. Great finale, great experience. Just so, oh God. It's surreal actually, you know? The whole thing was surreal.
Yeah.
Standing up there with the mask on and the costume and looking over and first of all, this is the funny part. We could not, for the life of us, the entire time, we could not call each other lilac or rose or blueberry. We always screwed up, and because we in the pipe and drape tents, we'd be in a separate, tent, getting dressed with the wardrobe people.
Yeah.
And so we would try to like text each other because we would go, Wendy, lilac,
Right.
China, blueberry.
Yeah, right.
It was impossible.
Yeah, we couldn't get it.
You're like,
Right.
we're gonna just. Well, I mean, listen, you guys have been nominated for so many music awards. You've toured, so many countries. Like, what inspired you to do this show? Like, what drew you to it?
Well, I mean, we had been seeing it for years on TV and admiring it, but we got an offer. We were asked to do the show, and Carnie had been asked previously by herself, and she didn't do it. And then she was waiting.
I was too scared.
Yeah. And she was waiting for the moment when they asked the three of us, and they finally
And they did.
So we couldn't turn it down, basically.
Why were you scared, Carnie? I mean, you are a singer. I would think, you would be confident and you would be,
I
if someone
know.
said, is Carnie Wilson from Wilson Phillips going to go far in the Masked Singer competition? I would say yes.
I mean, I probably would have, hopefully, but I think it was just my own insecurities and knowing that the one voice that's created by Wilson Phillips when we sing is to me the most powerful. And so it didn't feel right, but this did. And when they showed us the idea of the lambs, it was like, oh boy, this is the cutest thing ever and the best costume.
We love it.
Just the concept was just darling. We loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I know China's not here today with us, but what was the experience like for her?
I mean, I think she loved it.
Similar.
Yeah. I mean, there were ups and downs, emotional roller coaster, basically, as you're going through the show. But, in the end, it's like, you're so glad you actually challenged yourself and did it, because what an experience.
And then there were times when it was really crunched for time. The schedule was off the hook intense.
Mm-hmm.
It was rehearsals, it was song selection, it was getting the songs, the vocal parts right, and working with Allison, our vocal coach, and then
fittings
and then choreography, and then there's stage, and then you got to and every time you left a freaking room, you had to put the visor on and the don't talk to me sweatshirt and the gloves, and it was like, wow. And then the day stretched to 12 to 14 hours. So by the time we got home, I mean, I wasn't sleeping. I mean, it was extremely difficult, but so worth it, because at the end of the day, when we would finally get to the performance and it was just so explosive and fun, and the audience and the judges and the whole thing, it was like surreal, very, very exciting.
Well, listen, you guys are music royalty, but just because you're from, a famous musical family, that doesn't mean that, you're going to break out big in the business. But, you guys have this. Your first album goes all the way to the top of the charts. Hold On is #1. It's trending in all these countries. Like, what was that time like, when you just arrived and there it was, and it was nonstop since?
Yeah.
Back in the 90s, you mean?
Yeah. Back in the 90s.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we kind of like looked at it through rose-colored glasses in a way. Like it wasn't happening at the time. We were just going through it. And then later on, you could reflect and look back and see what we actually did. But we were just very, very busy, doing promotion and touring and singing and recording. So a lot of it was like a whirl.
Yeah, it was like being on a bullet train, you know.
Yeah.
You it's like we got to ride a really cool bullet train, but we kind of missed a few sights along the way because we were just going so fast.
Mhm.
And you know, after having children and being married and having these lives outside of that, then years later, sort of integrating live shows,
Mhm.
you know, doing the concerts, making a couple albums, Bridesmaids, and then
Right,
sort
right.
of really this big reuniting for this major TV show.
Mhm.
It was just this culmination, and then this sort of like moment to like, this is the time, you know, we're here, we're back. And
Mhm.
it just felt really good.
Yeah.
Well, at the time, your debut album was the biggest selling album by an all-female group ever. Who do you guys love as far as like, some of the females like on the top of the charts today? Like you look at like a Beyonce, Taylor Swift, like it could be anyone. Like, do you guys have any favorites?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I love Taylor Swift. I love Adele. I love Doja Cat. I love Billie Eilish.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a big fan of Amy Winehouse. I've gotten into her lately. Kelly Clarkson's amazing.
Love Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. And I liked our Since You've Been Gone. I thought, that was really fun. Katy
Yeah.
Perry's great too. I mean, Taylor Swift's a great songwriter.
Love Katy Perry.
Katie's great. I mean, to me, no one can match Adele.
Oh,
But Billie Eilish is pretty freaking great.
she is.
My daughters just love her. And yeah.
I also love Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Love her.
And but I love Doja Cat. I know that's kind of strange to say, like you wouldn't think that, like Wilson Phillips Doja Cat, but
Right.
Doja like puts a spark like right in my ass. What
Really?
that's lovely. That's really lovely to say. But that's the feeling. She makes me feel hyper, and I love blasting her in my car.
Mhm.
Well, someone else you guys love is Harry Styles. I mean, the last time you guys recorded was like over a decade ago, Good Vibrations. Now we have this cover of Harry Styles' boyfriend. When you say, when you think of Carnie Wilson, I don't necessarily think of Doja Cat, yes, but when I think of Wilson Phillips, I don't normally think of Harry Styles. So talk to me about this recording of Boyfriends.
Well, we love him. We think he's so cool, and his writing.
Hot.
Yeah, and hot, not to mention. But we wanted to do this song because it spoke to us, not only lyrically, because that's kind of our past, writing about love, but also the 3-part harmony all the way through was so reminiscent of Release Me. So we said, you know what, this is a good song for us.
It's like tailor-made, Yeah. Heard it and just went, wow. In fact, my daughter Lola, right before our manager said, I think we have a good idea for you guys, she said, Mom, wait till you hear this song. You're gonna freak out. And she played it, and we were actually eating an In-N-Out burger, waiting in line, and we started eating our hamburger, and here we are, the double with cheese, the animal style, whatever, protein style. And so like, and we listened to Boyfriends, and I'm like, this feels and sounds like Wilson Phillips.
Mhm.
And then there was an email from our manager, and then we were on the road, and we were in a hotel, and we heard, and we said, we got to do this. We have to do this. It's perfect. So we went right here in my studio. My husband produced a track for us, got in there, and just, we were crying as we were singing it. It was just emotional and
cathartic, and all
just
of that.
really, really, really perfect. I hope that everybody loves it, because I hope that Harry loves it. I hope he hears it and he loves it. Fingers crossed.
I was just going to say, like, have you heard from Harry? And I mean, if you guys, I thought it was brilliant. If you guys are covering that, maybe, Harry will listen and return the favor, and maybe he'll do a cover of Hold On.
Oh,
I would die.
Nothing would be more of an honor.
I would have to wear diapers. I don't even know what to say. That is beyond the thought of that, from your mouth to his ears.
Oh, I love that.
Oh,
Harry Styles, I know you're listening. Come on, let's just put that out into the universe.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
What about, wait. I have something else to say. I know, I always have something else to say. But listen, you guys know I've been having a lot of digestive issues lately. I've shared that with all of you throughout the past few weeks. I share a lot with you guys. But you know what I didn't know? I didn't know that these digestive issues were caused by potential toxins that are in these quote unquote healthy foods. I thought I was eating right. Oh my gosh. I have learned so much. We've been hearing about, these healthy foods for years, right? Well, this potential toxin causes digestive issues, according to Dr. Gundry. He's a world's renowned cardiologist. And the harmful condition is affecting millions of people nationwide. It was affecting me. Now, here's the thing. there's so many warning signs that I now saw that I didn't realize. Weight gain, hello. I mean, that's all I talk about with you guys. Fatigue, digestive discomfort, stiff joints. I've even had skin problems. And, listen, I'm not a spring chicken. So I just personally thought that all these things were happening because I was getting older. Well, Dr. Gundry explains that these side effects are often mistaken for normal signs of aging. Now I know. So listen, I can assure you that the damage is probably caused by these healthy foods, and it's far from normal. The good news is you can easily help fix the problem from your own home. It's very simple. You just have to know which foods are actually healthy and which contain this hidden potential toxin. It's that simple. So you can find this for yourself at gutcleanseprotocol.com/velvet. That's gutcleanseprotocol.com/velvet. You can just click on the link in the description below this video. Because after years of research, Dr. Gundry has decided to release an informative video to the public free. It's free and uninterrupted. You guys have to watch this, showcasing exactly which foods you need to avoid. Go to the video, gutcleanseprotocol.com/velvet. I'm not trying to be dramatic. I know this is reality TV, but this really, really has changed my life. Click on the link below. Bye.